Back in 2018, when I was 19 years old and I was enjoying my second year in college at a large university, I experienced a series of unsettling events that still haunt me today. It all began when I moved into an off-campus apartment, residing on the first floor as a female. From the moment I settled in, I sensed a bad energy in the air. My room, situated at the end of the apartment near the patio, felt particularly creepy. Before the incident occurred, I often felt as though I was being watched, especially when I ventured outside to my car or the gym. Despite dismissing these feelings initially, one fateful night changed everything. As I lay in bed trying to sleep, the sound of my doorknob turning jolted me awake. Thankfully, I habitually locked my bedroom door every night, a practice instilled in me after a harrowing lucid dream months prior. Upon hearing the unsettling noise, I sat up in bed and peered at the door, only to catch glimpses of shadowy figures beneath it. Panic seized me as I realized someone was attempting to enter my room. After a tense moment of silence, 3 faint knocks echoed through the room. Without hesitation, I called out, demanding to know who was there, but received no response. Alarmed, I phoned one of my roommates, who groggily answered and urged her to lock her door, convinced that an intruder was in our midst. After waking our other roommate, we conducted a thorough search of the apartment, discovering the sliding glass door unlocked and the curtains tampered with. Despite contacting the police and filing a report, the intruder eluded capture, leaving me too terrified to sleep in my room thereafter. The eerie episode that unfolded that night served as the ominous precursor to a series of inexplicable occurrences that besieged our apartment. It was as if a dark cloud had descended upon our living space. Summoning the authorities for a second time became imperative when the tranquility of the night was shattered by strange noises emanating from the vicinity of my roommate's window. Clinging together in trepidation, grappling with the unsettling uncertainty that loomed over us like a sinister specter. Despite the exhaustive efforts of law enforcement, the elusive perpetrator remained beyond the grasp of justice, evading capture and leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. The sinister synchronicity of these events, juxtaposed with the disturbing revelation of my boyfriend's sabotaged car tires, only served to deepen the shadows of suspicion that enveloped us. As paranoia was growing, we found ourselves blocked in a web of fear and uncertainty, haunted by the chilling realization that we were the unwitting targets of a malevolent force bent on wreaking havoc upon our lives. Going back to my freshman year of college, where I resided in a dormitory known for housing freshmen on the second floor. Despite its popularity, I couldn't shake the feeling of being constantly observed, particularly by a fellow resident. This individual, whom I encountered frequently, seemed to shadow my every move, appearing before or after me wherever I went. Despite dismissing these encounters as coincidental, my suspicions mounted when I stumbled upon the same resident inside my dorm room one day. His feeble excuse of accidentally entering the wrong room raised red flags, especially considering our shared floor for over a month. Later that night, I was unnerved by the sound of my doorknob turning, confirming my suspicions that he was attempting to gain entry late at night. Feeling increasingly unsettled, I encountered him again in a secluded computer lab, reinforcing my belief that he was purposefully stalking me. His presence intensified my discomfort, prompting me to hastily retreat and avoid any confrontation. However, his relentless pursuit culminated in a terrifying chase to my room one night, where only prompt intervention by campus security spared me from potential harm. Entering my sophomore year, I found myself embroiled in yet another disconcerting ordeal during one of my late-night study sessions on campus. Sequestered in an empty study hall, the eerie stillness was abruptly shattered by the unwelcome intrusion of an unidentified figure. Initially brushing off the unease, I soon found myself ensnared in a chilling confrontation as the individual's unsettling actions intensified, compelling me to hastily retreat in a frantic bid to safeguard my well-being. Fast forward to my senior year, I faced yet another harrowing ordeal while residing in a modest off-campus apartment alongside my roommate, Elisa. A seemingly ordinary weekend took a terrifying turn when Elisa departed, leaving me alone. As darkness descended, the tranquility of our home was shattered by the ominous echoes of relentless pounding on our front door. Each blow reverberated through the silent halls, sending tremors of fear through my veins. With every nerve on edge, I ventured myself to confront the source of this disturbance. Peering through the veil of night, I saw the ominous figures of unknown assailants. Their attempts to breach our sanctuary instilled a sense of helplessness and terror, leaving me paralyzed with fear. In the aftermath of these chilling events, I find myself haunted by the specter of vulnerability, forever altered by the stark realization of the dangers lurking in the shadows. Each creak of a floorboard and rustle of leaves outside serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of security, leaving me perpetually on edge and wary of the world around me.